speaking of I'm pretty dumb, lately I keep catching myself with my mouth just open.
Oh, same.
I've never had that issue in my life. I'll just be walking. I'm like, whoa, why is my mouth agape?
Connor, this is me comfortable.
It's comfortable, but I've never been. I'm worried about how it affects.
Do I do that?
No, I was just listening to you talk about the Ryder Cup, and I could have started drooling.
Oh,
because my mouth is
because
just
your mouth
open.
is just open.
Mouth breathing's good for you.
Josh, you do that to counteract TMJ. Do you have TMJ?
Probably.
So maybe you do it to counteract TMJ. This is how you loosen your jaw.
I have a class 3 malocclusion.
Those are all words that are right outside of my vocab.
You have any
list.
pain here?
No, I have almost no pain.
Okay, so then I'm not sure why you're doing that.
I think I'm getting dumber. I think like the amount of screen time I've been getting as of late is actually regressing me into a little bit of a baby mentality. And I've been hanging out with my dad a lot, like my parents. And when I'm with my parents, especially like over the summer, I spend a lot of time with my family because they come and I see them a lot. And I regress so much into like, I go to a restaurant, I'm like an iPad baby. I don't look at the menu. My parents kind of like order for the table. So I don't need to look at the menu. I'm hanging out with them. I'm in the back of the car. They're driving. I'm sitting in the back. I'm on my phone. Like, I don't do anything mentally where I have to like challenge even really think at all. And I think it has regressed me about a decade in the past 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing to get it back?
I bought a book.
What are we reading?
Moby Dick.
Okay.
You guys, I don't get it. I do not understand. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the work. And I'm challenging myself recently to start reading the old classics because I'm like, they're classics for a reason. To Kill a Mockingbird, etc. Those are the only two that I have right now. But I'm like, they're classics. Why don't you try to read them? I'm on page 7 of Moby Dick. I've had to read the same page 12 times.
Don't do it.
When I tell you
it's dense.
It sounds made up. And it's a huge book.
Have you read Moby Dick, Josh?
Yeah, bro. I've read Moby Dick. Some of them are good. To Kill a Mockingbird is good. But like when you start getting into like Dickens and Tolstoy and Dostoevsky, like it's like you can appreciate it, but it's too dense, dude. Treat yourself to something fun. Read Mel Robbins. Let them.
You know, Josh knows so much about so much.
I mean,
seriously.
I obviously have been barking up the wrong tree during that spiel because like I'm like, oh, it's so hard. You're like, yeah, when you start reading Tolstoy, I'm not gonna read Tolstoy. Like I definitely hit my
I can't get
Toy
through it
Story.
either.
I don't know. I should read Toy Story.
Is that what you said? Toy Story? Like I don't.
No,
who's,
and Josh,
who's Tolsquire?
I'm gonna start talking to someone that's more on my reading level, a 5th grader, and say, now when you get into Toy Story 2 and 3,
Judy
that's
Blume.
when you start to lose me. I mean, the kid, he's grown up. He's now over his toys that he grew up with. Like these are his people, you know, and now he's kind of like forgoing what he knows. And that's
You don't need to read Moby Dick. Josh, can you summarize Moby Dick for Connor so he can stop reading it?
No, don't spoil it for me. I was about to get to the good part, I think.
Well, let me ask you this, because like Ben, Jackie, obviously, the great Jackie Austria is famous for her Kindle addiction, and Claudia
Yes.
and Jackie are big readers, right? But they're reading saucy books, like they're reading spicy, like romantic books, right? Like I feel like that's like
They're reading-
dessert
Well, they're reading. They're
they-
reading porn.
They have a nice mix of saucy porn and Holocaust books.
Okay,
That
cool.
is really the combination where they'll read Sarah's Key about a terrible event in Nazi Germany in Paris that if you don't know about, my God, they locked like thousands of Jews in a stadium, set it ablaze, locked it, and just like let them burn to death. And then on the other side of it, they're reading Demon Copperhead and like any of these like saucers. So she'll literally, I don't know, she'll come back. I'm like, what's the book this month? It's literally either Third Reich or porn, which I think is a nice balance.
Yeah, I you know what? Good for them. It's important. Yeah, it's important to have balance, of course, the balance of opposites. Reading porn for me, there was one book I read that ended up being porn, and I was reading it on a plane, and I did feel like if anyone sees me reading this, I'm gonna feel like a creep. Like I really don't understand how you go on in public, and I've seen people reading books, and like I can always tell by the cover if it's porn because it looks really romantic and it looks like it was made on Canva, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's definitely a porn book because of the type of cover it is. I can't explain. It's colorful. It's like Canva-y. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm like, how do you read that? And it's like a 50 Shades of Grey adjacent book, and you're sitting middle seat, like next to people, getting all horned up via words, you know?
What were you reading, Connor?
I can't think of any right now, but I know well, no, there's a handful of authors that if you said them, I would recognize them because Brooke, my co-host of my podcast, she's a big romance, mostly fantasy romance novel. She reads like that one that got really famous recently.
Demon Copperhead.
Court of Thorns and Roses, I think it was.
No, I don't know it.
Olivia,
And
our
it's like
producer,
this
says
fantasy-
it's not romantic.
Demon Copperhead is
Which one? Demon Copperhead isn't romantic?
No, it's like about poverty. She said,
Okay, so that was the
You
that was the
monster.
other side. Was it Holocaust adjacent, Olivia?
I think it's like the Appalachians.
I didn't know they read about stuff like that.
Well,
All right, so it's
I was
poverty,
diddling myself
Holocaust,
to
and
Hillbilly
porn.
Elegy.
Wait, is it the Hillbilly Elegy?
No, that's J.D. Vance's book. Who
Oh, that's
recently,
J.D.
in an,
Okay.
J.D. Vance in a tweet said, "What did I get wrong, dipshit?" And I was like, "It's good to see we've held on to decorum." Like, what could be more 2025 than the VP writing dipshit on X?
When you mentioned that, I was like, I don't think that's porn. I don't think that one's porn.
It kind of sounds porny, no?
Demon Copperhead.
Like the,
you bet-
like the
Wait,
devil's in the bedroom.
I'm getting
You
the
slut.
summary.
the
Oh my gosh, you little demon Copperhead in the sack. I don't think I should be throwing this around because I don't even know. Like, I do know that it is about poverty, and we're kind of like making it all about like it sounds like sex work right now.
That's what I thought it was. I didn't
when
know.
you were throwing that around, you were like Third Reich and Demon Copperhead. I was like, like that's an interesting comparison
yeah.
of those two.
No, I didn't know. I still don't know. So what's it about, Josh?
It's about the demon is there's poverty.
So the demon is poverty here.
It explores demon as the main character.
yes, tumultuous life as he navigates poverty.
Tumultuous life as he navigates poverty.
Foster care
The foster care system, athletic success,
opioid epidemic
the opioid epidemic.
against the backdrop of social injustice in a beautiful but struggling.
This is a
region
big
of
book?
Appalachia.
In Appalachia, yes. Guys,
Yeah.
it's a heavy one. Not a lot of romance.
It's a heavy one. Okay, so for anybody who's looking to us for book recommendations and they're looking for a saucy book, I wouldn't go with Demon Copperhead.
You go with Moby Dick, not the version,
I would.
not the version I'm reading, but I'm
No.
sure there's a book called Moby Dick, and it's probably really fun.
It's actually called Moby's Dick.
Moby's Dick.
It's
yeah.
called Moby's Dick, Josh. Have you read Moby's Dick?
I read Moby's that dick.